Hello, Katerina.
Hello, Amir.
What's going on in Russia? How are you?
I'm good. Russia is also good.
Is it cold there or is it hot?
Now it is warm. It is okay, pleasant.
Pleasant. Ah, I see. And uh, what's going on with the okay with your language learning? How many languages
Uh,
are you learning?
uh, Actually, nowadays I learn only English. In the past, I learned German.
You speak German.
Yes, I can.
I see. I see. And why do you learn English?
Because it is most popular, the most popular language in the world, and a lot of people in the many countries speak it, and it is the language of international relationship and culture and business,
It's the
and
lingua
also
franca of the
the
world, right?
culture, the language of literature and everything.
Pop music and movies too, right? Video
Yes.
games,
Mhm.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do Russians speak English usually?
Usually, no. We use it only for work. In
Uh,
Russia, we speak only Russian.
Mostly Russian, right?
Of course, yes.
Which second or third language is popular in Russia?
Uh, no other languages are popular. They are all are the same. All other languages are the same. They
Uh-huh.
we don't use any other language
Okay.
more or less. Yeah.
For example, in school, which second language do you learn? For example, when you were in high school or primary school, was there any second language that you studied?
Foreign language was um, always English, but in
Hmm.
some schools we also learned, for example, German or French as the first foreign language in the past. But now it
I
is
see.
everywhere English. Yes.
It's just okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So your children are learning English at school, right?
Yes. Yes.
And
That's true.
not so much French or German.
Yes, not so much. These languages they will learn later as the second foreign language.
I see. It used to be the case that German or French, the popular languages, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
I see. And what do you guys read? Do you guys still read Tolstoy and Dostoevsky and things like that?
Of course, it is classics, and we read it from time to time.
I see. Wonderful.
And yes.
I really love Dostoevsky. And
Hmm.
Tolstoy, a bit too much to read, but it's enjoyable, of course.
Hmm.
Which
Yes.
author is what were you going to say? Tell me.
I also like Dostoevsky and Tolstoy. And
How do you pronounce it? Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky. In Russian, it is
Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
And
Yes.
and Leo Tolstoy?
Lev Tolstoy.
Liev, right?
Lev. Yes.
Probably means lion.
Yes, yes. Lev, it is a lion. Yes.
I see. Uh, so well, your name is Katerina. That's Catherine, right? Or the European equivalent, right? Or
Yes.
Katrina.
Hmm.
So
Yes.
so the dominant religion is still Christianity in Russia, right?
Yes. Yes.
What's the status of religion there? Are people very religious or irreligious or?
Um, it is, yes, people are religious, but not all. Um, it is not the governmental thing. It is
Okay. Religion
Yes,
is your business, right? It's free from
religion is
government.
your business. Yes, you
I
you
see.
can go to the church and can believe, and you also can refuse do it.
I see. Uh, what other religion are present in Russia?
Muslims and also Catholic
Mhm.
and what else?
Russian Orthodoxy, right? The Orthodox Russian Church.
Yes, yes.
I think I watched few Russian movies in the past. Uh,
Mm-hmm,
I think his name is Klimov, the director.
mm-hmm,
Russia has this long and big sort of artistic film history, right?
mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Which
Old
movie?
films.
Which movie is your favorite from Russia?
My favorite movie from Russia. These are Russian comedies. Russian comedies from the past.
Wow.
Um, yes, there are a lot of them. For example, it is. I don't know how to say it in English. In Russian, it is, for example, "Бриллиантовая рука." But yes,
I see. These are Russian comedies, right?
yes. Mm-hmm.
I think I watched quite a number of war movies, especially
Mm-hmm.
those movies where Nazis are coming to Russia from Germany and Russians are defending, and in the end, the Russians with full of all the what is the word? All the black things on their face and body, and the
Mm-hmm.
soil and mud and everything, maybe
Mm-hmm.
blood also. And in the end, they say something like, "Hurrah!" That's my favorite part in the movie, accompanied
Yes.
by some classical music.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Russian can do such things. And yes, there are a lot of course, there are a lot of films which are devoted to the war
Mhm.
because it was the the most difficult time for Russia, and of course, it's the great number of films are devoted to this topic, and yes, and maybe the best films are also about the war.
Mhm. Yes, yes, they are wonderful. Yeah.
Mhm.
And um, what is it like Moscow, living in Moscow? What's your favorite thing about Moscow?
My favorite thing about Moscow is that you can find there not only um, it is a huge city, and my favorite thing actually is uh, the center of the city, Red Square, and
Hmm.
yes, the sites there. Just how it is equipped, it is very modern in
Hmm.
some sense, and also you can find ancient architecture.
I see.
Yes.
Do you go for a walk or a run in your neighborhood?
Sometimes, yes, we have such places where we can walk
Not in
and
the not in the winter
run.
season, right?
Not in the winter season,
You
yes,
slip
because
and fall, right? When you
yes, you sleep and fall. Yes.
Uh, and Russians, I know Russians give a lot of value for strength training and exercises. And what sort of exercises do women do? Typical women do gymnastics. I know Russians are crazy about crazy gymnastics and synchronized dancing, maybe Olympic level. But do typical women also do such things?
Yes, a lot of people dance
Uh-huh.
or gymnastics, yes, different types of dances, modern popular dances. And also what? A lot of people go to the gym, and yes, and elder people, they do jogging. They do jogging.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Wonderful. And when you were in the university, did you do any gymnastics or things like that?
No,
No.
no. At that
Which
time, no.
sports did you which sports did you do?
I skied. I skied.
Skied. Wow. Wow.
Yes. Mm,
For someone from Kerala, where I'm from, south of India, it's just raining or not raining, and it's very hot,
mhm.
sunny. So snow is something that you find in the refrigerator, not
Mhm.
outside,
Yes.
or if you go to a fish market. Yeah. So you use the stick and you ski, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
how scary or how dangerous it is when you are a young person doing it. I'm sure it's very exciting. It's adrenaline, right? It's risk.
If you do it for the first time, of course, you will fall many times,
Okay.
but then you will adjust, and you will enjoy the process. And
You have to keep the center of gravity and slide and balance,
yes.
right?
Mhm.
I see.
Yes, yes.
And
And also it is exciting to ski from the hills. It
from the
is
hills.
yes,
Uh-huh.
it is really good.
I see. And how do you, so one person goes and another person goes, there is this timing thing that you have to manage, right?
Of course, yes. But
You
sometimes
shouldn't get
there are crashes.
crashes. Ah, wow.
Mhm.
People
Yes.
crash each other. I think the what is his name? Michael Schumacher. I think the F1 race guy. He actually was in an accident and broke his neck or something.
Hmm.
And he skied. He's a car race, car racing
Hmm.
guy. Yeah. And and uh, did you ski recently?
No, no,
No.
I didn't do it. Yes. This year I didn't do it. I did it the last year. Yes.
You did it last year. Wow.
Hmm.
And what
Yes,
is
but
that stick is called? Skiing, that support stick.
in Russian it is in English it is sticks, maybe sticks for skiing,
Okay.
and in Russian we call it palki
I
для
see.
лыж.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And you really need the snow, right? The solid snow. If there is water or too much liquid, it doesn't work, right?
Yes, yes, of course. You need snow.
Uh,
Um,
and there is this path, and if you are somewhere else, you have to walk with it, right? It's very awkward to walk with that thing, right?
mhm. Yes, yes.
I see.
Even an experienced skier can fall. They fall often
I I see.
during ski. Yes,
Yeah, we humans like to do risky things and awkward things, right?
yes,
But if you really do it, it's more enjoyable than maybe riding a bicycle, right? You slide and you go with the flow and you have to adjust.
yes. And there are a lot of different styles which you can use by skiing.
Which what you can use?
Different styles in
Styles.
skiing. Yes.
Wonderful. Wow. And yeah. Uh, do you dip into the lake when it is very freezing cold? Below zero cold. I saw some videos of Russian men with vodka and they just go underwater when it is really cold. Do you do that?
No, I don't. I
No?
don't do that. But yes, some people do it. And also we have a religious tradition to do it. Yes.
I see.
Um,
It's like It's like proving your masculinity or something, or femininity if you are a woman, of course, to to really prove that you can do it.
No, it is a religious thing. It is to prove that you believe in God.
Ah,
That you,
really?
yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Do you drink vodka?
No, I
No.
don't drink vodka.
Do
It
Russians
is
take offense if they ask, do they drink vodka?
no, we
No.
adjusted to this question. And actually, now less and less people drink vodka because of
Which
propaganda of healthy way of life, and also because vodka is not so popular in Russia now. Only elder people drink it because there is no advertisement, for example, of vodka, and also it is too strong. Uh,
ah,
and younger people prefer other drinks um, from, yes, made in other countries.
which other questions do you get as a Russian? We don't have to go to that war thing happening now. This is a pleasant, positive, language related or culture related discussion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. What other questions do I receive? Um, for example, um, I don't know. You asked me all the questions, all
Yeah.
stereotypical
You guys eat a lot of
questions.
you guys eat a lot of potatoes, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah. And
we like
is it
it.
the case that there are bears, the animal?
In the streets or what?
Maybe in villages, right? When a man is resting or doing something recreational activity outside his home,
No,
a bear, a large bear is coming. No?
no. Sometimes we face them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and we talk to them.
You've talked to them.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Actually, we Indians get a lot of questions about snakes, and it is, in some sense, it is true too. Sometimes you do find cobra or king cobra uh, in your home, maybe in your
Mhm,
bathroom, maybe outside. But it's
mhm,
you are more likely to die of a car accident or
mhm.
some motor collision accident than from snakes or wild animals. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm sure
Yes.
it's the same in Russia, right? Maybe some
Mhm.
guy is drinking not maybe vodka and driving, right? And and killing
Yes.
people. Yeah.
Yes.
And what else do you do other than it? What's your profession?
I'm a German and the English teacher.
You teach German and English, right?
Yes.
Teaching.
Yes.
And 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 you worked in schools, right? Public schools of Russia.
Yes. I worked. Yes.
You know everything about educational, the pedagogy and how to teach and everything.
Yes, I like to find new methods in teaching children because
Mhm.
I'm interested in it. I'm interested in interesting lessons for my children. Yes.
What do you read in English? Uh,
In English, I like to read uh, different types of articles
mhm.
and also psychology and
Psychology,
mhm, yes,
educational psychology, or mental illnesses, or all,
everything. Yes,
everything.
about mhm, everything.
Okay.
And what else? Yes, and you? What do you read in
I
English?
read all kinds of things too. Yeah, I read novels and fiction. non-fiction, poetry. Uh, Actually, I do want to start reading Russian poetry in English, of course. I'm sure it doesn't, the meter and the traditional style doesn't translate well into English, right? Who was that popular poet from Russia? I
It
forgot the
is
name.
Pushkin
Pushkin, yes,
and
yes.
Lermontov and
Uh-huh.
also Mayakovsky.
Uh-huh.
Yes, they were
What was
the most
that
popular.
guy who wrote something about Margarita or something? I think he was a fiction writer, right?
Yes, it was a fiction writer. How was it his surname? It was
Yeah, something about Margarita or party or something, right?
yes, Master and Margarita.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
just forgot the surname. My memory is bad.
No, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, randomly, if I'm asking, if I get asked,
No, it is very popular, but just it is out of my memory.
no problem. That's why we have the internet and phones and computers and books.
Yes.
We are supposed to think, right? Not
Mm-hmm.
memorize everything as keeping treating our brain as a storage device, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. It
Yeah.
is Bulgakov. Bulgakov. I
Bulgakov.
just I
Yeah.
just spotted in the internet.
Bulgakov. Yeah.
Yes, just his surname went away from my memory.
I wanted to ask you a controversial question. Is communism still popular in Russia?
We have one party, communistic party.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yes, and some people vote for them in elections,
Mm-hmm.
but they never win. Never win.
Okay.
It is yes, it is the this party is there is, and some people, especially elder people, they still like it, and also young people uh, support them because
Wow.
they yes, because they really sometimes tell us the truth about the situation in the country.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So, so people like Lenin and Stalin, these people are revered or respected, or what do people think about these big figures in history,
They have their
political
advantages and
figures?
disadvantages, their good
Ah,
things. They did a lot of good things, and also
so Russians
they did.
reasonably study them, right?
Yes, of course, it's in our school curriculum. We should study about it.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yes, it's
I
our
see.
history. Yes,
Of course, it's important history, world history too.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys put the
No.
man in space for the first time.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. You guys did the, what is it called, periodic table, and yeah, yes. And what is so uh, Russians? What was that man's name? I forgot. There is this important psychologist from Russia. I think it's his name was Vygotsky, I think.
Vygotsky. Vygotsky.
Vygotsky. Ah, he's something important, is especially important for educational psychology, right? Cognitive psychology.
Yes, yes, but I don't read such psychology.
Uh-huh.
It is,
I,
I
yeah,
don't read
yeah.
Vygotsky. It is a little bit too difficult for me. Not
In some
difficult,
sense, it's
but
too technical, right? Technical in
technical.
the, yeah. Maybe you studied a lot about Piaget or something. No, no, for teaching, no, not much.
Not much. Yes, only at university. Now I read more about relationship, about children, and in general.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
not about scientific psychology.
Okay. More popular psychology, right?
Yes,
Contemporary. Yeah.
yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. And what else do you do? Do you do any activity like hobby, like maybe watching birds or something?
No, I don't watch the birds. What do I do? I like to travel sometimes when I have time to
Mm-hmm.
visit museums
Mm-hmm.
and um, I cook also a
Uh-huh.
lot.
Uh-huh. You
Yeah.
you you go to different place in Russia and you watch museums and things and sightseeing.
Yes, yes, to different places of Russia, or in the past, no, we also traveled abroad in the
It's
past.
always it's always crazy for me to imagine that Russia, being the largest and uh, uh, st- it is in two continents. One side is near Japan, Vladivostok or whatever.
Mhm.
Vladivostok, right? How do you pronounce Vladivostok?
Vladivostok.
Wow. And on the other side, Moscow or St. Petersburg in Europe.
Mhm,
How do
mhm.
you guys like really? I mean, India is in some sense it's the same. I mean, the northernmost parts are not so familiar to the southerners or the opposite. Uh, are people from that other side of Russia? Do they speak different or it's monolingual? They speak Russian, right? They,
Yes, we all speak Russian. Yes,
and they are
Russian.
also mostly Caucasian white people, right?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh. And the culture is somewhat similar, right?
Yes, you mean in what parts similar?
Oh,
In some parts, for example, in Caucasus, of course, they have their own culture.
uh-huh.
It uh, has to do with the history because they lived in the mountains and they um agriculture was not so popular. They couldn't do agriculture things
Uh-huh.
in the
Uh-huh.
mountains,
Uh-huh.
and that's why they have a little bit another mentality than
Wow.
people who live in central part of
Uh-huh.
Russia.
I see.
Yes.
And if you want to go to Vladivostok, how do you go it? How do you go there? Like by plane or train?
We can go there by plane or by train, but by train, of course, it will be very, very long.
How many days approximately does it take to get to Vladivostok?
I think it is 7 days.
Oh,
If
wow. And
if
are
I'm
there
not mistaken.
crazy young men or women that uh, 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 go around Russia in car or something?
Uh,
I think it's in some sense it's popular in United States to visit all 50 states by car or something. It's
really, I didn't hear about it. I know people who went from Russia to Kazakhstan by car, and it took
ah
them 3 days, I think, to
wow.
go by car.
Uh-huh,
But I don't know if whether somebody traveled to Vladivostok by car. Maybe yes, of course,
uh-huh.
but I don't know them.
I see. 7 days in train. And if you go there, you speak Russian. Maybe they speak a little different accent, right?
Yeah, a little bit, but it is not significant. You will
Uh,
understand
wow.
them in any case. Yes.
That's crazy because that's why. I mean, is it because of the style of governing a government or something? Like this huge geographical distance, and still this in my state, if you go 2 or 3 districts, you could understand them. You can understand them, but they speak a different, use different slang words, different accent, etc.
Mhm.
So Russia also has a relatively little population, right? 100 million, 150 million, right? And
yes, yes,
you guys share the same TV channels and news programs and
yes, yes,
literature.
yes.
Yeah.
I think it is the reason. Yes.
Mhm. They all look at the West for all the political happenings and everything. So they follow, right? You guys all follow.
Hmm. Yes.
Wow. And military, is it compulsory for young people?
Yes, it is compulsory, and at the age of 18,
Wow.
uh, uh, men should go to the military
Man,
forces of Russia. It is
at
compulsory, yes.
18,
18, yes. 1
unless you
year
have
of,
some disability or some reason that you cannot, and then they will spare you, right?
yes, that,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Yes.
Not women. Women don't have to.
Women don't have to.
What
Don't
if
have
you are a woman who wants to serve in military? Can you, like maybe not non-combating positions, like no?
You can if you you can do it by a contract, to sign
Ah,
contract, and they will, yes. Or
they will.
you can also, if you go to the military university or high school,
Mhm.
of course you will be in military forces of Russia too.
Wow. And and is there any other way you can, if you are anti-war, you like peace, and you don't want to do war, is it possible for you to escape, evade from this mandatory military programs?
uh, no, it is
No.
impossible to escape.
Oh,
Impossible. Yes.
what if you say something like, "Oh, I'm doing this studies," or I'm
No, of course, if you study, they will take you later to the
ah.
forces, to the military.
So,
Yes, of course.
how many years is the compulsory military?
1 year.
1 year. So it's more
Mhm.
like training than.
Yes, it's a training, but at the same time, it's really hard. It's really life school or
Ah,
school. Yes, for men.
ah,
It is yes, the sport, they prepare the men very, very uh,
intensive training program.
in, intensively. Yes, yes,
Wow.
intensive.
Mhm. I see. And um, so when you want to do sightseeing, you go to all these parts of Russia. Do you go anywhere else? Did you go to foreign countries?
Yes, I did.
Ah, where did you go?
I went to Turkey and Germany.
Hmm.
Yes, in Turkey these were just resort places,
Mhm,
resort areas, and in Germany I visited a lot of historical sites.
mhm.
Yes,
Wonderful. Yeah.
yes, it
Yes.
was sightseeing tour.
Mhm. So
Uh,
it was
yeah.
very nice to talk to you.
For me, the same. It was nice to talk to you too.
Mhm. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
No, no. Do you have to go? No, no. The video is over now.
Ah,
We
okay,
will
okay.
cut. I will cut it from there.
It is too long. Why did we speak too so much?
You have